Hey, how's it going? Today we are going to go over a song called Every Praise by Hezekiah Walker. Really great song, really popular song, well known. There's a lot of great resources and great materials for it, for vocalists and for especially for keys online. You can find all that, and it's actually pretty cut and dry, pretty straightforward. You could figure it out pretty easily just by listening to it. It's the same progression, repeats several times throughout a few different key changes, and then a bridge. That's basically the song. There's not a lot of guitar resources for it though, so I wanted to show you the chord voicings that I used. Basically I use these as a foundation. I can always find my place, I can always go back to these, and then if I want to ad-lib, do a few licks, add some other things, I can jump out of my structure and do that, but I know I can always come back to home base. So this is a great place to start. Without more ado, let's get right into it. It is important to use the right effects for it. You could go clean. And this is my clean tone here. I'm playing on my Mario Martin Strat into a Vox AC15. Yeah, so there's my clean tone. You can choose to go clean, but basically this song reminds me of a lot of different 80s songs. It reminds me of Journey, reminds me of The Police a little bit. So I like leaning into that. What that means is I like using a little bit of a chorus effect. So not too heavy, it can get corny really easily. But there's my chorus effect. So not too, there's dry, and there's the chorus. So you hear it, it's not too much, not too over the top. You could get carried away pretty easily there, but so that's the sound that I like for this song. Here's the chord voicings, and basically I'm not going to use any open notes because since we're changing keys 2 or 3 times, I want to be able to use the same voicings for every different key. So basically the progression is 1, 6, 4, 5, 7, 1. Okay. So in the key of D flat, I got my D flat chord. I like playing a D flat too, and you can hear the difference there. You got there's my D flat, and then here's my D flat 2. Just a little bit more fullness in that chord, a little more texture. Then my B flat minor. Again, it's a little plain to me, so why not make it a minor 7, okay? So for the D flat 2 chord, I'm just taking my 3 note here, changing it to a 2. So I'm borrowing on that first fret there. D flat 2 into my B flat minor 7, into, I'm going to use my tonic, 1, 3, 5, G flat major shape. And that's gonna be my bass, and I'm gonna change that chord to what they actually play is more like a G flat suspended second. All that means is I'm gonna take my 3 and I'm gonna turn it into a 2, just like we did with the 1 chord, and it's actually kind of the same shape. And you can see that's got a lot more texture than just you're playing little 1 through 5 triads. So take some of those nice notes. Don't let the piano player have all the fun. Take some of those. And then I've got I'm going to borrow on the first fret here, on the first string, and add that major 7th note in there too. So just a little more color. And then same thing, my triad, 1, 3, 5 for my A flat major chord. I'm going to suspend the 3rd. And add the 1 in here on the 4th fret, 1st string, and then back to. And I want it to resolve nicely, so I'm going to just go on and play my 1, 3, 5 and resolve on that 1 chord. The 5 chord is basically just going to borrow on the 1st fret, that A flat, make an A flat chord, and then throw your C in the bass. And there's the lick that takes us through. Takes us to the next key. And they're going to change all the way up from D flat to D to E flat. So there's my foundation, and this is what it's going to sound like a little bit in the key of E flat. Pretty simple. And I'm just palm muting a little bit here. to just get that little effect of that, a little muted effect there. Okay, so that's basically the song. Then we've got the one last part, which is the bridge, the God our Savior. God our Savior. Just an E flat to B flat minor to a G flat, and then an F minor, every praise, to a D flat. And here's the voicings that I like for it. The bass player's got your bass note taken care of, so you don't have to hold those down. That's going to free me up to, and then and you can kind of run on that pentatonic scale a little bit if you want. And then your 4, and then your, I like this shape for the F minor, and then for my D flat chord, I've basically got my D flat triad there, and then I'm just throwing in that little note there, throwing in the C there. Yeah, so that's basically the song. Then they go back to the chorus again. So there's a few good concepts that are really useful. They really help me in preparing. They work very nicely in the context of playing with other instrumentalists. You can rely on your bass player to hold down some of those foundational notes. You can rely on your keys to hold down a few things for you too. And that just allows you as a guitar player, at least in this style, in the gospel, like contemporary gospel genre, that leaves the guitar part wide open. And that may be why there's not so many resources on it, because half of the fun of playing gospel guitar is designing your own part. So use this song as an opportunity to learn some new chord voicings and to then take those and apply them to other songs. So hopefully this is helpful. Hope you guys have a great day.